Hi players, this is John Boyega. Thanks for joining the Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer beta. Today, you'll experience just a small taste of what the full game will have to offer at launch. But we're excited to get you into the game early. Hooray! Before we begin, let me give you a rundown of what's in store for you this November. Whether dominating the multiplayer Battlefront as Kylo Ren, leading your squadron through thrilling dogfights in space, stepping into the boots of Iden Versio in a new single-player campaign, or mastering your skills in split-screen arcade, this is a Star Wars experience like none other, with greater depth and progression than ever before. Star Wars Battlefront 2 has nearly triple the number of locations, heroes, and vehicles as its predecessor. It all starts with the Battlefront. Over 14 locations to explore across all 3 Star Wars eras. In today's beta, you'll have a chance to explore Naboo, Fondor, Takodana. Star Wars Battlefront 2 introduces class gameplay. Choose from the Assault, Heavy, Specialist, and Officer classes, each with unique abilities, weapons, and weapon attachments that give you an edge in battle.
Rebels closing!
But it's not all about the power of the individual. The better you play with your team, the more battle points you'll learn to call in powerful reinforcements, such as clone drum troopers or B-2 super battle droids, and a wide range of vehicles, both on the ground and in the air. Battle points are also key to bringing iconic Star Wars heroes into battle. In today's beta, you'll experience 4. Darth Maul, Boba Fett, Han Solo, and Rey.
You want to fight?
Each hero has unique abilities for you to customize and master. Choose the right moment to call in your hero and turn the tide.
Give up.
And last but not least, we have starfighters. Just like troopers, each starfighter has a class. And just like battle points bring your favorite heroes into battle, they can also bring in your favorite hero ships, including the iconic Millennium Falcon, all with unique handling and upgradable abilities. The Star Card system has been completely rebuilt. These powerful collectibles exist for everything you can spawn in as, be it a trooper, a vehicle, reinforcement, or hero. In the beta, you'll get a taste of the customization available in the full game, with a small selection of star cards to get you started. You can find them in crates, or craft and upgrade them using parts. The rarer the tier of card, the more powerful its effect in battle.
Signature's locked.
Choose the right star card for the right situation, and get ready to fight. Star Wars Battlefront 2 contains 5 different multiplayer modes. In today's beta, you'll get a chance to play 3 of them. Strike, strategic, objective-based battles.
Boba Fett!
Starfighter Assault, intense dogfights across high atmosphere and space. And Galactic Assault, epic 20 versus 20 all-out warfare. Not ready for multiplayer yet? No problem. Perfect your skills and try out all of your abilities in the arcade mode. Play split-screen co-op, versus, or solo, and earn rewards. The Star Wars Battlefront 2 single-player campaign debuts an untold story.
The Emperor is dead.
Helping bridge the events of the Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
So what happens now?
We retaliate, Commander.
As Iden Versio, a Special Forces soldier as equally lethal on the ground as she is in space, you'll fight for the future of the Empire in a galaxy breaking apart.
Burn 'em up!
Want to find out more? Prepare to jump into Iden's story yourself this November. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a massive world, and today's beta is just a small slice of what you experience in the full game at launch. Until then, make sure you check out what's coming up in the daily calendar. We have a whole host of challenges to keep you entertained, including rewards that you can carry over into the game's launch to get a head start this holiday. Now prepare to dive into the Star Wars Battlefront 2 multiplayer beta.
Sudden death! Go! Choose your character!
What's new in the fall update? The fall update helps you get to fun faster.
Glad I'm dead.
perceives all things conjoined. The past, the future, and the present. Everything flows, and all is connected. This eye is not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth. There is nothing to fear.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams of my own, I've been working from home. I can do it on my own, but sometimes it gets cold like. I wanna see to grab a mic and hit a stage and kill it on the scene. Persevering for my team so they can acquire cream. Find out what the words pays off really mean. Breathing life to a dream my peers wouldn't believe, but I'm running out of breath or I forgot how to breathe. It's been colder than ever, nothing like I remember. Like spring is the winter and every day is like December. So bring out your coats, bring out your sweaters. There's no telling when this weather is gonna get better. Cause I remember the moments when I was thought as a joke. Now they're giving me handshakes saying it was a joke, but I ain't joking around. I'm trying to give you all hope that you can do it if you want it, man. You drive your own road. Yeah, a notebook full of raps by the end of every class. That's my formula for life, not the formula to math like. Cause it's cold outside and I don't know why. I'm just living my life, I'm just living my life. Nothing's what it seems, got a pocket full of dreams in a world that'll freeze, so enjoy the warm breeze. I'm just living my life, I'm just living my life.
It's too cold.
You're brilliant.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams of my own, I've been working from home. I can do it on my own, but sometimes it gets cold like. I wanna see to grab a mic and hit a stage and kill it on the scene. Persevering for my team so they can acquire cream. Find out what the words pays off really mean. Breathing life to a dream my peers wouldn't believe, but I'm running out of breath or I forgot how to breathe. It's been colder than ever, nothing like I remember. Like spring is the winter and every day is like December. So bring out your coats, bring out your sweaters. There's no telling when this weather is gonna get better. Cause I remember the moments when I was thought as a joke. Now they're giving me handshakes saying it was a joke, but I ain't joking around. I'm trying to give you all hope. But you can do it if you want it, man. You drive your own road. Yeah, a notebook full of raps by the end of every class. That's my formula for life, not the formula to math. Like.
Very beautiful, and we do hope that you enjoy.
communication specialist named Amy, and it's your job to explore a seemingly deserted high-tech space station in hopes of recovering the AI assigned to this ship. But figuring out the mystery behind what happened to the missing crew quickly takes over your curiosity. The only tool you're given is an augmented reality device, but this tech lets you review actions and conversations from the past almost as if you were there in the moment. Intrigued? You're in luck. Here are 5 tips to help you solve the mystery of the missing crew. Tip number 1, it's the little things. One thing you'll need to remember while playing is that this is a narrative game, meaning your entire objective is basically to figure out what the heck is going on. It also means that you're going to need to gather quite a bit of information. Clues can be found anywhere and everywhere, from a text conversation to a piece of paper locked in a drawer. So check all the things, because you never know where you'll find that crucial information. Tip 2, scrub, scrub, scrub. When you come across a new area, you'll likely get an alert that tells you that there's data to collect. When you hit the prompt, a scene from the past will reassemble in front of you, complete with a menu that lets you play, pause, fast forward, and rewind through the entirety of the scene. On the scene's timeline, you may see different symbols. Each symbol represents a crew member. Pay attention to where they appear on the timeline because it shows when that specific crew member pulls up their personal interface. When they do that, you will be able to access their conversations, emails, and other information. Once you've finished gathering data from these points, a check mark will appear in place of the symbol on the timeline. The ability to scrub back and forth through these scenes as much as you like is incredibly valuable, not only for gathering info, but for things like snagging someone's code to access a locked door. So don't be afraid to spend some quality time with these scenes because you'll need every piece of data you can get your hands on. Tip number 3.
Hey, listen!
Speaking of gathering data, dialogue is an incredibly big part of this story-based game. While the characters may appear polygonal, you do get to hear from the real voices which help add context and personality. To catch all the details, it helps to turn the subtitles on. You can get to those by going into the options, then selecting language, and check the box next to subtitles. Tip number 4, personal quarters equals personal info. If you find yourself searching for something tied to a specific crew member, you should head back to their office or personal quarters. Both of these locations can be found in the same area as the crew member's assigned profession. For example, the medical wing contains the doctor's office and personal area, or basically their bedroom. You'll want to be thorough when you explore these areas. It's crazy how much you can learn about someone by digging through their stuff. Tip number 5, enjoy the experience. There's no fistfights, no shootouts, and no real threats to your well-being. But that doesn't mean there's no suspense. Exploring the events that led to the space station's current state is addictive and exciting. The characters, their backstory, and their relationships with each other will capture your curiosity. And before you realize what's happened, you're completely engrossed in discovering the fate of the crew. Following each character through their own story in each different scene is incredibly fascinating. And watching how each of the stories come together throughout the course of the game will give you all sorts of feels. Tacoma pulls you in right from the start, so sit back and let it. Who knows what you'll discover in the darkness of space?
Five tips for Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is a total 90s nostalgia trip. This game brings back the 2D style of the first 3 Sonic games, except in HD. It's obvious that Sega knew exactly what we wanted in a Sonic game: to go fast, listen to super rad 8-bit tracks, and tear our hair out attempting to achieve perfection on the Blue Sphere stages. The game even has an option for a CRT-style video filter if you want that authentic old-school look. So let's keep calm, speed on, and dash right into these tips. Tip number 1, the fresh smell of nostalgia. The first stage drops you in the Green Hill Zone, a zone every Sonic fan is familiar with. From here, the nostalgia only intensifies. Seriously, this game is jam-packed with it. We're talking the Chemical Plant Zone, its iconic music, Knuckles as a playable character, aspects of Sonic CD, enemies from all the games, and the shield power-ups from Sonic 3. So many memories of flame dashing off ledges into off-screen spikes. It's a treasure trove of Sonic content that blends perfectly into a Sonic game we've always dreamed of, so sit back and relive the days when all you had to know was how to jump and how to run. Tip number 2, iframes. You can't always be the perfect hedgehog the game wants you to be. You're gonna get hit. A lot. But when Sonic gets hit, he becomes invincible for roughly 2 seconds. These are called iframes, or invincibility frames. It may not seem long, but those 2 seconds are perfect for getting a few cheap shots in, or getting away from danger. Like most Sonic games, you only need one ring to stay alive, so don't waste time grabbing them all, just grab one and keep attacking. Tip number 3, unlocked abilities. After completing a few zones, you'll begin unlocking new abilities for Sonic. You can access these by hovering over the no save icon in Mania mode and pushing Y on your controller. The drop dash is pretty useful. When jump in the air, if you push and hold jump again, you'll do an immediate dash once you land. The super peel out is my favorite though. If you hold up on the thumbstick or D-pad and then push jump, you'll start running in place. Then when you let go, you'll speed past the screen. Note, this move is actually faster than a normal charge dash. Last is the Sonic 3 and Knuckles Insta Shield. When you jump in the air, you can push jump again to let out a small pulse, which will shield you from an attack. The pulse can also be used to deal damage to nearby enemies. Definitely useful for boss fights. Tip number 4, bonus stages. Sonic Mania has 2 main bonus stages, the Blue Sphere stage and the UFO stage. If you have at least 25 rings when you hit a signpost, you'll be able to jump into the Blue Sphere stage. Sonic fans will recognize this from Sonic 3. You'll need to collect all the blue orbs in order to complete the stage and earn a silver medal. You can earn a gold medal by collecting all the rings as well, but the game is a little sneaky with this. When you approach a large square of blue spheres, you'll want to collect the outer portion of the square first. This will convert all the blue spheres in the square to rings. This is the only way to get all the rings, so if you're planning to attempt this, be sure to set aside 1 or 2 standalone blue spheres, because once you get the last sphere, the stage is over. As for the UFO stage, if you find a giant gold ring, it'll take you to a low polygon stage that tasks you with chasing down a UFO who just so happens to have Chaos Emerald. You'll need to collect blue orbs to gain speed and catch the UFO. Just watch out for obstacles as well as the ticking timer of rings. To keep from timing out, you'll need to collect rings as well. Note, you can gain ground on the UFO by jumping corners. Just keep in mind that it's pretty easy to lose control and fly off the stage. Tip number 5, Supersonic and the final fight. One thing every hardcore Sonic fan loves is going Supersonic. You can unlock Supersonic once you've collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Once you do, hop into a zone and collect at least 50 rings. Then anytime you're in the air, hit jump to go Supersonic. When you're Supersonic, you're invincible, but your ring supply will slowly deplete. Once your rings hit 0, you're back to a normal hedgehog, so try to collect rings while Supersonic to prolong the timer. You can beat the game without all the Chaos Emeralds, but you'll get a try again message with Dr. Robotnik holding the remaining Chaos Emeralds. After snagging all 7, you can head back to the final zone and take him on again. Then after his defeat, you'll be teleported to a new challenge where, nah, never mind. I don't want to spoil it for you. You'll have to experience that one on your own. Sonic Mania has perfected the Sonic formula, which some could argue hasn't been seen properly since the days of 8-bit. The music is a blast from the past, the gameplay is so smooth, and the feel is just so Sonic. So while we wait for Sonic Forces, due to release later this year, I'ma try to complete these bonus stages. This has been 5 tips for Sonic Mania. Now go relive your youth. Da 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 da.
5 tips for Cuphead. Cuphead and Mugman have finally made their way to a television near you. These 2 mischief makers were high on their luck at the local casino when they were made an offer they couldn't refuse. Like good boys and girls know, talking to strangers typically leads to trouble, but Cuphead and Mugman disobeyed their elders and lost a bet with the devil himself. Now these 2 are on an adventure to pay off their debts. If you've been waiting for the next Contra-like classic, look no further. Here are 5 tips to keep this arcade shooter from getting the best of you. Tip number 1, custom controls. With its level and boss design, Cuphead has the player utilizing every skill the character has, just to survive. Dashing and parrying are crucial, and purchasing the additional power-ups will help you out tremendously. The trick to beating Cuphead is simple. Dodge the fast-paced attacks while dealing damage to your enemies. But this is tougher than it seems. Luckily, Cuphead designers realized that gamers might have their own button preference to help optimize their playstyle. They've given players the option to map the controls however they'd like, so take some time to figure out what feels best for you. If you're using a controller, we recommend using one of the trigger buttons to shoot, so you can hold it down the entire time without having to think about it. Tip number 2, coins and shop. When you get the chance, complete the run and gun levels first. These levels have coins you can collect and use in the shop, which is where you can buy power-ups called shots and charms. Shots represent your attack type, and they're pretty well balanced. For example, Spread has great damage with a short range, while Lobber does good damage at a medium range. Each shot will also change your X move, aka special moves, and the number you have available to use are represented by the cards at the bottom of the screen. So make sure you're using the right shot before unleashing your desired X move. Charms are balanced too. Some give you more HP but will lower your attack, meaning boss fights will last longer, but you'll be able to make more mistakes. We suggest grabbing the Smoke Bomb Charm first. It makes you invincible while dashing, which is essential for staying alive. Speaking of, tip number 3, dashing. Dashing is a skill that you'll need to master in order to advance in Cuphead. You'll want to map it to a button that isn't controlled by your thumbs, so for controller users, we recommend mapping it to one of the bumpers. Dashing will send you forward in the direction you're currently facing, and while it allows you to dodge, you'll still take damage if there are enemies in your path, which is why we recommended the Smoke Bomb Charm in the previous tip. This will let you dash through enemies to get behind them or dodge attacks that come close. Dashing is also required to get through some obstacles in the run and gun stages. Keep in mind that in these stages you don't have to kill everything, so dash past them all if you can. It's called run and gun after all. Tip number 4, parry. Parry is a useful skill but often forgotten about until it's necessary. Occasionally, enemies and bosses will shoot a pink bullet or item your way. Jump in the air, then click jump again to parry these items. Unless, of course, you're using the pea sugar charm, then it's automatic. Once an item is parried, it will either disappear completely or be useful to you in some way. When parrying, you'll also be sent into another jump which will help you hit coins previously unreachable, jump gaps, or hop on ledges. If you plan on getting a high grade in any level, you're typically required to perform at least 3 parries throughout the battle or stage, so be sure to practice. Tip number 5, shortcuts. After your umpteenth time fighting a boss, you may need to take a mental break. If you don't have the ability to image search adorable cats on the internet, you can stay in-game and try a shortcut. When you reach a certain point on each island, you'll come across hidden paths that will allow you to access more of the island without needing to beat the boss standing in your way. These shortcuts lead to new bosses and levels. Taking advantage of them will let you cleanse your palate while gaining experience and regaining the will to take on the previous boss. Plus, you'll get an achievement just for taking on one of these paths. Many of us have been waiting for Cuphead's release since 2014, but the wait was worth it. The gorgeous hand-drawn animations and epic soundtrack is reminiscent of the golden age of cartoons, while the run-and-gun game style offers the familiarity and challenge for gamers of every generation. Cuphead has taught us all one very important lesson. Don't deal with the devil.
These are 5 tips for Valkyria Revolution. Valkyria Revolution is an action role-playing game for MediaVision that has a rich story and a unique gameplay style. You play as Amleth Gronkair and his team as they try to take back Jutland territories from the country of Ruthine. As you hop into combat, you'll see that Valkyria Revolution feels like XCOM and Dynasty Warriors had an anime baby. The combat is unique and the characters are plentiful. They kinda have to be. We'll get into that. These are 5 tips for Valkyria Revolution.
Then allow me to continue.
Tip number 1, grab some popcorn. I recommend something with a lot of butter. Valkyria Revolution is cutscene heavy, so those looking for a rich story, an expansive world, and plenty of backstory will thoroughly enjoy this game. The game opens with a Jutland student as he asks his teacher to tell the true story of the 5 traitors. You play as Amleth Gronkair, one of those 5 traitors. The story surrounding the world is massive, and if you want to dive in further, there are 4 previous games in the series. This game is a spin-off, so don't worry if it's your first time playing the series. And like I said, there's plenty of backstory to ensure those new to the series don't get lost.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
Tip number 2, swing, swing, pause. Valkyria Revolution introduces a new mechanic to the series. What was once a turn-based RPG is now a real-time battle with turn-based elements. So hacking and slashing your way to victory won't work here. You'll need to plan your attack. Once you use an attack, you'll have to wait for your action bar to refill. So you'll need to dodge or guard in the meantime. Instead of the traditional attack, if you push Y, it will pause the field and allow you to access your submenu. Here's where you can choose from various spells, use your sidearm, or toss a grenade out. When using these options, a highlighted field will appear around the player, showing the area of attack. So plan accordingly. See a group of enemies standing together? I recommend a well-placed grenade. Tip number 3, permadeath is real. One of the highlighting staples of this game is the introduction of permadeath. If you're not careful when planning out your actions, you could be leading your squad to their demise. If someone in your squad loses all their health, they'll be downed. It's your job to run and pick them up with the allotted time, or they're gone. Like, gone. You'll have a chance to retry the mission, but if you complete the mission with down characters, you can wave goodbye to them forever. Considering each character is a subclass on their own, it means you can customize team combinations to better complete objectives. It's probably a good idea to not have any casualties. Try to be a good leader, for their sake. Tip number 4, order up.
Come on in.
Valkyria Revolution has a town system you can visit in between missions where you can get better gear, skills, and improve your weapons.
Pretty good, yeah?
There are shopkeepers that sell goods, plus you can sell your mission spoils for a little extra money in your pocket. One very nice feature is the ability to order clothes. Whether you shop for items or find them during missions, you can go to the Thompson's workshop and request a special order. If you want gloves, a jacket, a pouch, or new shoes, you can add these items to the order to give your gear special perks. Different items will affect each piece of gear differently. You can attach an item to make a stronger coat. If you want more ammo for your sidearm, you can request a pouch that does exactly that. Creating gear that fits you and your playstyle is important. Side note, you can go to one of your comrades to upgrade your weapons with extra ragnites. You can upgrade your squad's items too. There's just so many of them. Tip number 5, roll call. Valkyria Revolution has many characters who each play a different role. Whether they're more of a shield bearer, a support, a spellcaster, or a quick attacker with sword claws, they all have roles they can play in your squad to make completing a mission easier. Surprisingly enough, you aren't just playing as Amleth. You have the ability to switch to anyone in your squad to play as them. You can just build a squad of your choosing, so definitely remember to upgrade their weapons. When you're not playing as other members of your squad, their AIs take over. In the menu system under Tactics, you can actually influence this AI by changing their priorities and focuses. You can direct someone to focus on melee attacks, support, alchemy, healing, evading, or defending. However you want your AI companion to play, that is how you can set them, ensuring you always have the perfect team to support you. This game is really about finding and optimizing the best group dynamic to match your playstyle and crush your enemies. Valkyria Revolution is a game that features an immersive story that keeps story lovers and RPG fans satisfied. If you're someone who loves to explore new worlds, then you'll love this game. These have been 5 tips for Valkyria Revolution. Back to you in the studio.
Hey
Hey guys, welcome to Xbox On. Now, if you've ever dreamt of one day being a knight, a samurai, or maybe even a Viking, then good news, because your dreams can now become a reality. Ubisoft's latest offering, For Honor, allows you to get to grips with the art of battle, aka it's time to hack and slash your way to a satisfying victory. It's not going to be a walk in the park though, so here are 7 tips to get you started and, more importantly, winning in For Honor. Now, if you're anything like me, then you're impatient and expect to be amazing at a game straight away. Well, it turns out that's not how it goes in For Honor. Trust me when I say the tutorials are an essential part of the game. There's an entire section dedicated to them. From basics to more advanced to bot fights and videos, there's a whole host of learning materials to get your head around. For Honor is all about strategy and defense, so if you charge headfirst into a PvP battle, you're gonna end up very, very dead. Take some time and work your way through all the different attacks, blocking styles and special moves. Once you've settled on your class of choice, it's worth checking out the videos about them too. Remember, knowledge is power. So a little more about fighting bots. I know it can seem unfulfilling and you don't get the same sense of satisfaction when you destroy a human being on the battlefield, but bot practice is essential before you take on the big wide world. Start with the basics of all bots and get that sweet satisfaction from wiping the floor with it whilst practicing the basics. Progress to the next level and it's a steep learning curve and much more like the competition you'll be facing online. If you really want to wake up cool, then go against the hardest bot. If you get to the point where you can handle it well, then you're ready for the big league.
pilot on board, restoring manual controls.
Alright, kids, you ready for thrills, chills, and kills? Must you say that every time? Yes. Why, yes, I must. Good luck, team.
Let's do this.
Okay, pilots, the Harvestar's up and running. Defend it from the remnant fleet and keep the area clear.
You got this. Woo!
Hell yeah, they do.
I've detected incoming enemy signatures. Not a lot, but don't get cocky. Watch out! Remnant fleet units incoming!
Keep your eyes on the mini-map. We'll ping it to show you enemy landing zones.
Oh, pinging? We're gonna ping them.
Fine, mark. We'll be marking it. You happy, Davis?
Who's Mark?
Water specters on the rooftops. The Harvestar shield is taking some hits. Give it some cover. Harvestar shield's back up to 100%. Water specters are still hitting the Harvestar.
I say you hit him back. Hit him back hard.
Team, we've got a pilot down.
It's okay. It's okay. Stick together. We can win this thing.
Reinforcements are inbound, team.
Pilots, we've got to clear the enemies out. You can do it. Protect that Harvestar.
The Harvestar shield is recharging. Don't let the remnant fleet damage it.
Guys, we just lost a pilot out there. You gotta be more careful. Well, you can't do any better than that. Like, literally. The Harvestar didn't take on any damage at all. Amazing work. All right, party.
Stand by for Titanfall.
Got some friendly pilots back in action. It's on now.
We've got enemy Titans coming your way. Get ready.
Welcome back.
Pilots, we've got another wave inbound.
Another day, another wave. Bring it on. Ticks incoming. Keep your eyes peeled. Those things will blow up in your face.
We've got enemy Titans coming your way. Get ready.
I think they're ready, Droz. Right, team? Woo! Pony up. We've got incoming stalkers.
Pony up?
detected. You're gonna have to get onto the rooftops to take them out.
We've got enemy Titans coming your way. Get ready. Stalkers detected. Get ready to take them out.
Engaging guard mode. XO-16 armed.
Water specters are raining shells down on the Harvestar. Clear them out for me. And, well, you know, your lives.
Team, protect the Harvestar while the shield recharges.
I'm detecting Titanfall signatures. We knew this would happen. Get ready to take them out. Crap, we've got incoming Reapers.
That's all right, team. You've got this. Just shoot first.
Always the optimist, huh, Drones?
Team, Harvestar shields are back online. Let's finish this.
Upgrade core ready. Upgrade core stage 1. Multiple Titans engaging. XO-16 armed and ready.
The Harvestar shields are about to go down. Protect it. Some impressive work, don't you think, Davis? Davis! Oh, he's literally speechless.
Drones, they've got nuke Titans.
All right, team, keep them away from the Harvestar. They'll rush it and try to detonate.
Following your lead, transferring systems to pilot.
Got another wave. Let's get him.
Water specters on the rooftops. Got enemy Titans coming your way. Get ready.
I think they're ready, Drones. Right, team? Woo!
Enemy Titan down.
Keep your distance. Take him out. Team, we've got a pilot down.
It's okay. It's okay. Stick together. We can win this thing.
Those mortar titans bombed the Harvestar from a distance.
Good news, team. Pilot reinforcements just landed.
Listen up, team. The Harvestar shield...
Those mortar titans are really giving our Harvestar some damage.
They're set up on the outskirts. Hunt them down, team.
Pony up. We've got incoming stalkers. Pony up. I don't know. Just be careful. They know how to take a beating.
Don't let the remnant flick damage it.
Multiple Titans are attacking. I suggest defensive maneuver.
There are arc titans in this way. Watch out for their arc field.
Yeah, that thing will tear right through energy shields.
Enemy Titan attacking your target. Pilot disengage.
Untouched that time. Good work.
Good work? Come on, Drones. It was great work.
Nuke Titans inbound.
Understood. Following your lead, pilot. Welcome back, pilot.
There's another wave on the way.
Get ready. Time to wave back.
Or shoot them, whatever gets the job done. Got incoming enemy mortar titans. They lob rockets from a distance. Find them. That's all right, team. You've got this. Just shoot first.
Always the optimist.
The Harvestar shields are absorbing damage.
Friendly pilot attacking your target.
Stalkers detected. Get ready to take them out.
Friendly pilot attacking your target.
The Harvestar shields are gonna drop if they keep taking damage.
Give it some cover.
Friendly pilot attacking your target.
There are mortar titans launching rockets at the Harvestar.
Those things are crazy. Take them out, team.
Protect the Harvestar while the shield recharges.
Standing by.
Harvestar shields are back online.
Bad news? There are a whole lot of nuke titans detected. Good news? I'm wearing my lucky socks, so you should do fine.
Take out whatever's damaging it. Harvestar shields back up to 100%.
Enemy Titan down. Enemy Titan down. Keep your weapon on. Enemy Titan destroyed. Friendly Titan attacking your target.
The Harvestar shield is recharging. Don't let the remnant fleet damage it.
Enemy Titan down.
Listen up, team. The Harvestar shields are absorbing damage. Put an end to it.
Friendly Titan attacking your target. Friendly pilot attacking your target. Enemy Titan eliminated. Upgrade core ready.
Harvestar shields are back online.
Titan destroyed. Target is outnumbered by hostile Titans. Enemy Titan down. Friendly Titan attacking your target. Enemy Titan destroyed.
Wave clear. Great job, team.
Got some more credits for you. A little advice, spend it wisely.
Nuke Titans inbound.
Those things will detonate near the Harvestar. Focus your fire and keep them at a distance.
mode engaged. Upgrade core standing by.
Final wave. Gonna ride it to the very end.
Reaper's inbound. Keep your distance. Take him out. Got enemy Titans coming your way. Get ready. Stalkers detected. Get ready to take them out. The Harvestar shield is taking some hits. Give it some cover. Got enemy Reapers down there, team.
Take those beasts out. The Harvestar shield is back up.
Careful, team. You've got Arc and Youth Titans inbound. Work together to take him out.
Teamwork always gets the job done. The Harvestar shield is recharging, guys. Do us a favor. Keep it protected. Harvestar shields are dropping.
Enemy Titan down. Multiple Titans engaged. Exit 16 on and ready pilot.
Harvestar shields back up to 100%.
Enemy Titan destroyed. Multiple Titans are attacked. Enemy Titan down. Friendly pilot attacking your target.
I think they're getting desperate. They're throwing everything they've got at you. Get ready.
Enemy Titan destroyed. Enemy Titan eliminated. Friendly Titan attacking your target. Pilot on position accomplished. Enemy Titan down. Upgrade core ready. Friendly Titan attacking your target. Pilot disengaged. Enemy Titan destroyed.
Listen up, team. The Harvestar shields are absorbing damage. Put an end to it.
Please? Put an end to it, please? Let's learn some manners, drones.
We are being engaged by multiple Titans. Exit.
The Harvestar shield is back up.
Enemy Titan eliminated. Upgrade core ready. Outnumbered 2 to 1. Architect dropping. Upgrade core restored. Enemy Titan down.
Pilot, your Titan's ready.
What time is it? It's go time!
We've powered up the Harvestar. Protect it and keep the area clear.
Gotta love this job. Woo!
The Harvestar shields are absorbing damage. We've got a pilot down. All ready. Stand by for Titanfall. Reinforcements are inbound, team. Protect the Harvestar while the shield recharges.
Well done, team! Friendly pilot on the hub.
You got enemy Reapers down there, team.
Take those beasts out.
The Harvestar shield is taking some hits. Give it some cover.
The Harvestar shield is back up.
Outnumbered 3-1. Check Minilab for situational awareness. Multiple Titans engaged. Advise to prioritize the targets. Outnumbered 3-1. Offensive options. Little rifle on full threat.
Harvestar shields are dropping.
Focus up, team. Take out whatever's damaging it.
Laser core ready. Ejected. Firing laser core. You are engaging multiple Titans. Recommend Vortex shield.
Harvestar shield's back up to 100%.
Scorch burnt to a crisp.
The Harvestar shields are about to go down. Protect it.
Crap, the Harvestar shield.
Harvestar health is at 50%. Pilots, clear the area so the Harvestar shield can recharge.
Time is almost online. I'm pumped. I hope you are too.
Pilot, our Harvestar is down. It's over. The Remnant fleet won this one. Bring that Titan down. Alright, that didn't go as planned, but it's okay. We'll get them this time.
I got a good feeling about this one. Kick some ass down there, team. Stick together.
Alright, team, we're firing up the Harvestar again. Get ready. Stand by for Titanfall.
I can do better than that. Stand by for Titanfall. Woo!
Arc Titans incoming.
My systems are yours. We are more powerful as a team.
We've got another wave inbound.
Another day, another wave. Bring it on.
shields are back online. You got enemy reapers down there, team.
Take those beasts out.
Critical damage. Take evasive action. Elevated threat condition. Multiple Titans attacking. Our outnumbers by hostile Titans. Friendly Titan attacking their target. Laser core ready. Enemy Titan eliminated. Ion laser core activated. Enemy Titan destroyed. Friendly Titan attacking their target. Disengage.
Harvestar shields are dropping. Guys, we just lost a pilot out there. You gotta be more careful.
Enemy Titan eliminated.
Good news, team. Pilot reinforcements just landed.
Multiple Titans
The
are
Harvestar shield is back up.
enemy Titan down.
The Harvestar shield is recharging. Don't let the remnant blink damage it.
You are being engaged by multiple Titans. Friendly Titan attacking your target. Enemy Titan eliminated. Critical damage. Advise defensive system. Enemy Titan destroyed.
The Harvestar shield is taking some hits. Give it some cover.
Multiple Titans engaged. Advise you prioritize your targets. Enemy Titan eliminated. Enemy Titan down.
Just one more contact.
That's less than before. Should be easy. Take him out. Can't do any better than that. Like, literally. The Harvestar didn't take on any damage at all. Amazing work. I think we struck a nerve. You're about to face everything they've got. Be ready for anything.
Power systems transferred to pilot. Pilot is attached to hull. Friendly pilot is clear.
Heads up, team. There's a new wave dropping in.
So keep your heads up.
I already said that, Davis.
Double the advice.
You got enemy Reapers down there, team.
Take those beasts out.
Enemy Titan attacking your target.
absorbing damage. Harvestar shields are back online. You got enemy Reapers down there, team.
Take those beasts out.
Enemy Titan.
The Harvestar shield is taking some hits. Give it some cover.
Those mortar tides are really giving our Harvestar some damage.
They're set up on the outskirts. Hunt them down, team.
Enemy Titan eliminated.
The Harvestar shield is recharging, guys. Do us a favor, keep it protected.
Team, we've got a pilot down.
It's okay, stick together. We can win this thing.
Friendly pilot attacking the target.
The Harvestar shield is back up.
Reinforcements are inbound, team.
We're being engaged by multiple titans. Enemy Titan eliminated. Laser core ready. Enemy Titan down.
careful.
We're engaging multiple Titans. Recommend Vortex Shield. Warning, heavy damage sustained. Outnumbered 3-1.
We got some friendly pilots back in action. It is on now.
Elevated threat condition. Multiple Titans attacking. Enemy Titan down. Warning, reactor is vulnerable. Severe damage occurred.
We've got a pilot down.
Enemy Titan destroyed. Enemy Titan eliminated.
The Harvestar shield is recharging. Don't let the remnant fleet damage it.
Enemy Titan attacking your target.
Good news, team. Pilot reinforcements just landed.
Four contacts left down there. Clear them out, pilots. That was some impressive work, don't you think, Davis? Davis? Oh, he's literally speechless. Those mortar Titans bomb the Harvestar from a distance. Use your mini-map to hunt them down. Team, we've got a pilot down.
It's okay. It's okay. Stick together. We can win this thing.
It's good to have you back, pilot.
Got some friendly pilots back in action. It's on now. Pilots, this is the last wave. You got this.
Eject.
I'm seeing Arc Titans incoming soon. Arm up.
Uh-oh, we've got mortar Titans down there. Now don't freak out. Just kick some ass. Harvestar shields are dropping.
Harvestar shields back up to 100%.
Throws. Is this pilot's Titan ready yet?
Almost.
All right, party time.
All ready. Stand by for Titanfall. Harvestar shields are gonna drop if they keep taking damage.
Give it some cover.
Team, protect the Harvestar while the shield recharges.